Hello class, I welcome you all to this session. This session we are going to discuss a problem, in an illustration problem in fact. We are going to discuss the modern approach as well as the traditional approach, how we are going to prepare the journal entry. Okay, so it's going to be a enhanced problem, because in the illustration problem they have discussed only the modern approach, but I have added to it the journal entry as well as the traditional approach. Fine. The first transaction is Dinesh started business with cash rupees 5 lakhs. Now we have to identify the accounts first. Now we know that there is a capital account, because when we know that there is started business, obviously he is going to contribute cash as well as capital. Now cash is contributed into the business, so cash is increased, which means asset is increased. Asset increased means it has to be debited. Capital is also increased, which means liability is increased. So if liability increase, it should be credited. It should be credited. So when liability increases, it should be credited. So our journal entry for this will be cash account debit to capital account. Now we are going to go about with the same, we are going to identify how in the traditional approach we are going to get the same journal entry. So cash is coming in, so it is a real account coming in. Yes, debit what comes in. Capital is a personal account. Credit the giver. So this is debited and this is credited. Okay, I am sure that you are able to understand this. Borrowed from Naresh rupees 1 lakh. Now there is a borrowing from Naresh. Now how do you borrow? Borrow is with the help of cash, right? You borrow 1 lakh rupees, so it is cash, and also borrowings. So borrowings is nothing but a loan. Now these two accounts are there. So cash account, when you are borrowing something, cash is coming in or going out. Cash is coming in, which means cash is increased in your in your bank, because you have borrowed money rupees 1 lakh. Once you borrow money, cash is going to increase. Now loan is a liability. Now loan is also increased. So when cash is increased, it is called as asset increase, so you need to debit it. When loan is increased, it is a liability increase. So it is a liability and it is a asset. Okay, so it is to be debited and it is to be credited. So we are going to apply to this journal entry. How we are going to write it? So cash account debit to loan account. So loan account, in fact loan from Naresh to be written, since space is very small, I am just writing it as loan account. So cash is, we are going to write it in the traditional approach. Cash is a real account. Cash is coming in. Loan, what loan account? Because it is a personal account, because Naresh is giver of loan. He is giving the loan, right? So borrowed from Naresh, so giver. So this has to be debited and this has to be credited. So cash account debit to loan account. Then purchased furniture for rupees 20,000 in cash from Raj Furniture House. So purchased furniture. Now you need to be very careful about this. When you are purchasing something which you are going to retain in the business for a long period of time, then you call it as asset. Now here furniture is an asset. Okay, so say for example this transaction purchased goods. Now goods is meant for trading. Am I right? So in this case purchases to be taken as nominal. But in this case purchases of furniture should be taken as real because it is asset. It is going to stay there in your business for a long period of time, so it is an asset. But purchase of goods, it's not going to stay there for a long period of time. Maybe this month you purchase it and the next month you sell it. So this goods is for trading purpose. So this purchases is a expenses. So as far as third entry is concerned, purchased furniture for 20,000 in cash from Raj Furniture House. Now the entry here is cash. Cash account is being identified. Furniture account is being identified. Now furniture cash account is an asset. Asset decreases because it is you are purchasing by paying cash. So which means cash is going out or cash is reducing. Am I right? From your pocket cash is going out or reducing. So it is asset decreases. So it should be credited. Furniture is an asset again. It is increasing because furniture, so far you don't have any furniture, but in your business now furniture has appeared. So it is increases. So you need to debit it. So my journal entry would be furniture account debit to cash account. Okay. Now we are going to do the traditional approach. How to do this for traditional approach? Furniture is a real account. Furniture comes in is a real account. Cash is a real account. Cash goes out. Now look into the next entry. Purchase furniture for rupees 4,000 from Raj Furniture House. Previously there is one difference. They have paid cash. In this entry they are not paid cash, which means it is a credit purchases. Okay, so the two accounts that we are going to identify is Raj Furniture House account and furniture account. So see, Raj Furniture House is a artificial person. Okay, so they are also called as what? Creditors, because we have credit purchases. We have made a credit purchases. They are our creditors. It is otherwise called as liability. Our liability is increasing, so it is to be credited. Okay, and asset, furniture is an asset, increases, so it should be debited. So what is our journal entry? Furniture account debit to Raj Furniture House account. Okay, so this is our journal entry. In terms of traditional approach, we are going to go about like this. Furniture is a real account, no doubt about it, it comes in. Now Raj Furniture House is a personal account. They are our creditor, so they are the giver of furniture. Okay, so it's like they are the giver of this particular furniture. So they are also called as the personal account. They are I told you, no, personal account are classified into three things. That is, one is a natural person, artificial person, the other one is a representative person. So Rajan Furniture is a artificial person. Okay, I hope that this is clear. Artificial person. The next one is purchased goods for cash. Now purchased goods for cash, you have purchases and cash. You have two things that has been identified. Now purchases is expenses. Expenses increases, which means it is to be debited. Cash is an asset. Asset is being, if you purchase, cash is to be reduced, so obviously it is credit. So I am just writing it as a journal entry. Purchases account debit to cash account. So we are going to learn the traditional approach also. Purchases is a expenses. It is a nominal account. It is an expenses. Cash is a real account. Now cash here is going out. Debit what comes in and credit what goes out. So we are crediting and debiting this. Okay. And then the next one is purchased goods from Mahesh. So purchase goods from Mahesh. See, Mahesh is, we have two accounts here, purchases. When it is purchase of goods, you identify as purchase. When you purchase of assets, you identify the asset, because which is important? Asset is important. Here goods, purchase is important. Okay, so you will not say as stock, you will say it as purchases. Okay, purchase goods from Mahesh, purchases and Mahesh. Now Mahesh is nothing but our creditor. He is our creditor, so it is a liability increase. So if liability increases, you will credit it. Purchases is an expenses that is being increased, so debited. So you write it as purchases account debit to Mahesh account. Okay, purchases account debit to Mahesh account. We will also learn the traditional approach. So purchases is nothing but a nominal account. It is an expenses. So you are debiting it. Mahesh is nothing but personal account. Credit the giver. Who is giving the goods? Mahesh is giving the goods on credit. Next, sold goods for cash to Kabilan. Now there are two things, sales, cash. Okay. Now sales is revenue. Revenue is increasing, so it should be credited. Cash is asset. Asset is, you are selling goods to Kabilan. Your cash must be high, because if you sell goods, cash comes into your business. So increases, so it should be debited. So I'm just writing the journal entry, cash account debit to sales account. So I'm going to show you the traditional approach also. Cash account debit. Cash is nothing but real account. Debit what comes in. Cash is coming into your business after sales. Sales is nothing but your nominal. So it is an income. Okay. So credit all incomes and gains. So credit and debit. And you have sold goods to Shyam on credit. Now there are two things, sales and Shyam. Now sales is revenue. Yes, revenue increased, so you're crediting it. Shyam, we are selling it on credit. Sales on credit. Now Shyam is our debtor. Okay, he is our debtor. Now debtor is an asset. Now asset is increasing, so you need to debit it. I will show you how the journal entry will be. Shyam's account debit to sales account credit. Now the traditional approach, our golden rules. Now Shyam is our debtors. Now Shyam is our debtors. It's a personal account. Debit the receiver. Why? Because he is receiving the goods. He is what doing? He is receiving the goods because we are selling the goods to him on credit. So he receives the goods. Sales is nominal. It is an income. Credit all incomes and gains. The next, cash received from Shyam, rupees 20,000. Now there are two things, Shyam as well as cash. Now we know with the help of previous transaction, Shyam is our debtor. Now he has paid this money, so asset is decreased. Here asset is increased. Okay, so asset is decreased, you will write it as credit. Asset is increased, you will write it as debit. So I'm just going to write it here. Cash account debit to Shyam. Now the traditional approach, cash is a real account. Debit what comes in. Shyam is personal account. Credit the giver. Okay, so Shyam gives the money because he was a debtor. He gives the money, he repays the money. So cash received from Shyam. So Shyam is giving the money to the business. So he is the giver. Okay, and here debtors is being reduced because he gave off the money, because 20,000 is given by Shyam. Okay, so it's like this, cash account debit to Shyam's account. Now cash paid to Mahesh 10,000. Now we know that Mahesh is a creditor, right? Because previous transaction, purchased goods from Mahesh. You do not see this. We have purchased for 30,000. Now we are paying 10,000. Later on, maybe we will pay 20,000. We do not know because entries is not there. So we will just identify this alone. So cash paid to Mahesh. Now here you have two things, Mahesh and cash account. Now cash is an asset. Asset is decreasing because we are paying cash, right? We are paying cash. So asset, if it is decreased, you need to credit it. And Mahesh was our creditor. So it is a liability. Now our liability also decreases because we have paid him. We have paid money. So liability decreases, you need to debit it. So we have this Mahesh account debit to cash account. Mahesh account debit to cash account. In terms of traditional approach, we have to follow this. So we have Mahesh, who is our creditor. It's a personal account. Debit the receiver. Debit the receiver because Mahesh is receiving the cash. We have paid 10,000 to Mahesh. Mahesh is receiving the cash. And cash is a real account. Cash is a real account. So this is cash goes out. So credit, because we are paying from our pocket, cash goes out. So this is how you need to do. So this approach may be different, but you apply either of the approach. You apply either modern approach or you apply traditional approach, the result will be the same of double entry. Okay, only thing is modern approach is based on the accounting equations, and traditional approach is based on the golden rules of accounting. That's it. Please practice the problem. All the illustration problems you have to go through. Okay, so make sure that you practice the problem, work it out in your classwork or whatever notebook you are having. Thank you, class.